and welcome, my beautiful Scorpio minds. My name is Tanya, and I am a happiness and mindset coach. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the energetic experiences I have been experiencing this week, which is kind of crazy, and also what I took from it. I already addressed this a little bit in last week's Sunday weekly update video about how the energies felt kind of weird, felt kind of off, were a little bit all over the place. And actually I wanted to record a different video today, but I was thinking about it and I was like, no, let's just go with my experience here because I feel like it's just more authentic today. And I'm gonna try to keep it short, and I'm gonna try to explain it as much in depth as I can so that you can also understand it, and I hope that you can take something away from it. And I would also, as always, love to hear your opinion about it and also your experiences this week, because I felt like the energies have been off. Not in a good way, not in a bad way, just off. And I could really feel it. That this energy field around me, or the energy field around the earth, or also however you want to call it, because you can call it energy, you can call it spirits, you can call it guidance, you can call it God, like whatever it is. But for me, I personally prefer the term energy. And it feels like my energy and the energy around me have been very, very testing me the last, let's say, 2 to 3 weeks. I've been talking about it with a couple of friends also, and also with some of my coaching clients, because also there were some really weird things happening in their lives too. For example, that all of a sudden all of the technical equipment like phone and laptop has been breaking down. Same happened with a friend of mine, same happened with another friend of mine. Also in like relationship, friendship realm, there were also kind of like weird things happening. And also here, if you're already in a state where everything is kind of like, I don't know what's going on, then of course you will get more of that. So for my part, I have been tested and still being tested on like an emotional side, like within myself, of opening up, of letting people in, because I usually have like this protective barrier within myself. And it's already been breaking down over the last couple of years, but sometimes when there's a person, when there's a topic, when there is something that's pushing you at the edge, where you cannot feel like I'm breaking through now. So what happens then is that you hold yourself back from actually experiencing the full experience, and you're kind of like talking yourself into the pattern that you always had before. And this happens at an unconscious level, and it's also nothing to be ashamed about or worried about. It's really just there. Because what happens when you get ashamed or worried or whatever, you put more pressure onto it, you start to not wanting to go there at all, which is also not what we want to do, because we want to grow. So we want actually to be put on the outside of our realm where we can go, in order to notice that there's a boundary, or that there's a block that's holding us back from actually going further, from allowing us to go more in depth, to explore that relationship more, to explore the topic more, to actually open yourself up for success, for more love, for more intimacy, for more unconditional love, really. So yeah. How I noticed that is because right now, or the last couple of weeks, I've been struggling with my business side of life. So I've become kind of not worried, but more like something is not right. Like, I don't know how I can grow. I don't know how I can push myself. I also mentioned it in the last video on Sunday that a lot of like people I had calls with that wanted to join my program didn't show up to the meetings. And also after we had a really, really nice talk of like, I want to join your program. And I was like, I am so happy to help you and to be working on this program together, because I really know that you could benefit from it. because I'm already working with people, so I really know, and I do it from a place of like, I really want to help. And then like 2 days after they bailed, which is also not bad, which is their free will. And I'm not pushing. I don't want to pressure anybody into doing something. I also don't feel like you have to do this with me, but it just felt really, really off for me, because the energy was really good and everything was really nice, and there were also no questions. I know you can go even further into that one of like, were there really no questions? What is like beyond that? I totally know and agree on that one. But just like from my perspective, it was like, what the hell am I doing wrong that nothing is working out? So I put even more pressure into that one of like, what do I actually do? And I started not going into that space, into that realm of like, what can I actually do in order to grow more? Because I kind of closed myself off, which is also not nice. And I just started to realize now that I did that because, again, it just feels weird. And it's like, why is this happening to me, So you get into this victim kind of mindset again. So I've been talking with other friends who came over about like these problems and also that problems, and then I came to the conclusion that, and you can also like take it with a grain of salt, this is my truth, this is my reality, these are my thoughts. I am happy and open to discuss if you don't see it that way. There's no worries at all. We're all living with our own kind of biases and our own truth and reality. So this is just my opinion, and then take it into your reality as you want it. Maybe you can benefit from it, maybe not. It's whatever. But I see it that way, that the energy or the effort I put into my work was like so much the whole time, and it was actually going so well, and I was so happy about it, and it still is, it's just a little different right now. But we only have a certain amount of energy we can give out. So when I dedicate all of my energy basically into my work, and there's only so much more I can give for personal, for sports, for relationships, So there came something into my life that really challenged my beliefs, that really challenged the way I am thinking about certain blocks. And as I said, I've been pushing myself to the edge of like, I need to get over this. I really want to get over this. I really want to push more. I really want to like open up more, be more free. So I had to dedicate a lot of energy into the other department of my life. So what happened is that I took the energy away from the business side and put it into my personal side. And then I started to worry that my business is not working out anymore because I put all of that energy into the relationship side, And it happened unconsciously. But there was so much going on where I'm like, I really, really want to work through this. I really want to push through this, which I'm still dealing with. So it's not a process of like, oh, it's done. But it feels so good. But also I'm not surprised that then the other side of my life is not really working out that much. So now I realize that. Now I can implement it, and I can see like, what can I do to maybe take a little bit of that pressure from that one side off and put it more into my business again. So that's more in tune, more in balance, and I feel more balanced myself as well. Because I don't only want that one side, and I don't only want that other side. I want them both. I want them to be like free and happy, because I cannot be happy in my personal side if my business side is not working, and I cannot be happy in my business side if my personal side is not working. Because that was also what was happening at the beginning of the year. I was putting all of my effort into the business side, so that was really, really flourishing. But then my personal side, my relationship side, whatever, was like not there because I couldn't put effort into that one. So yeah, on the long-term side, I really need to start thinking about like, how can I give a bit more of energy towards both, but also maybe I need to get some energy from outside so that I can sustain it. But that's another topic, that's for another time. That's really how I see this energy. So whenever there's something off about your outside environment, about your outside energies, have a look inside. What are you dealing with right now? And is it maybe taking you away from your actual goal? Where are you investing your energy in? And is it really where you want to invest it in? Like, is it making you grow? Is it making you get over these boundaries, over these challenges? And then maybe that's also an explanation for why things aren't working out the way they should be, or you want them to be working out in another place of your life. Yeah? And I know this can be kind of scary and hard and stuff like that. And we tend to like go either into fight or flight. And for me, it's more like flight of like, then I don't want to have anything to do with it at all, which is my usual response. But now that I know that it's my response, I mean, I've been already knowing it for a couple of years, but I know it. So now I'm challenging myself of like, no, you're not going to go back. You are staying here where you want to stay. And so far, it's working out. But that's also the trick of mindset, you just keep on going, you keep on doing it. Triggers come up, these situations arise over and over and over again. And because now you know how you react and how you actually want to react, you can say, wait, listen, Tanya, wait a second. Is it really how you just defined how you want to be? Or are these normal, these patterns that you have inside of you just talking? And do you want them? And I choose for myself, I don't want them. Because I want to live a free and open life, and I want to constantly push myself over these boundaries to expand my comfort zone and to actually live the life that I already feel inside of me. They're just sometimes challenges that I want to get over, because that's the only way I will grow and you will grow. I hope that made a little bit of sense. I am so happy that I put this one out. I've been thinking about recording a video about this one for like in a week or 2 weeks, and was like, oh, is it too personal? I don't know. But yeah, definitely feel free to let me know what you've been going through, what your thoughts are about this one. Maybe there was a little spark that just got lighted up in your head, and yeah, thank you so much. Also, I think I said it, I'm a mindset and happiness coach, so if you're interested in that one, check out the link below. And also feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. All right, much love to you. Keep up the happy vibes, and I'll see you next time here on my channel.